What's up, y'all? I kind of started working on my truck Saturday. I hurt my back. I don't know. I pulled something in my lower back, and I was done for. So I didn't get much did Saturday. Sunday, I just laid in the bed, took some medicine, and put a pain patch on my back. So that's what was my Sunday. I was hoping to kind of get stuff wrapped up and get ready to go to work today, but here we are, down here working on the truck, in the process of replacing fuel lines, because for the past, I don't know, I'll say 3 months, I've been going through fuel filters like crazy. Every 2 weeks I'm having to change fuel filters. So I drained my tanks. I really didn't see much trash. I took one of the fuel lines loose and I saw some trash in it, like what I was seeing in my fuel filter. So I drained the tanks. Really didn't see no trash come out. So I'm gonna replace the fuel lines. I replaced the returns already. It's been a couple years ago. Replaced the returns from the tank up to the T, and I replaced from the housing back to the T. So now I'm gonna replace the supply from the tanks up to the T, and then from the T up to the housing. Then we're gonna see if my problem's fixed or what. But we down here at the headquarters working on the truck. I'll try to see if I can get any of that filming of me working on the truck done, but that's what we're doing. I could not get under there and film anything while I was back away from the camera. While I was taking the fuel lines off. But we took it loose from here, wrap around the backside of the motor, goes down the passenger side to the T. Got that one off, and that is it right there. That way it goes to the T, and then that goes to the passenger side tank, and then this one to the driver's side tank. So we are replacing these three. These are the feed lines. Now I replaced, like I said before, I replaced the returns from the T back to the tank, and from the filter housing back to the T. Those been replaced. So now I'm replacing these. And when I got them off, I kind of blew through them, because I don't know if you can see, but no, you really can't tell. But there's like black stuff in my filter, right? So I blew through it, and I blew some of that black trash out of the line. So I'm hoping that just over time, old lines, it's just coming apart. So we are going to get those replaced. Now the only line that I have never done anything with would be this one as well. I don't know. I may pull that one off too. I mean, it's just as old as the other ones, so I may pull it off. We'll see. But my back's still hurting a little bit, but I can maneuver around and I can move. It's not killing me to where I couldn't even bend over to tie my shoes. So I'm glad I'm doing a little bit better. My mom is telling me I need to go to the doctor, but which This is not the first time I've had issues with my back and I've been down and out. I don't know. My mom telling me I need to go to the doctor. I'm not one to go to a doctor, and I was like, bump it. I'll just lay up and I get better, and I kind of take it easy. Hard-headed, but that's what we're doing. We got new fuel lines made. Oh, we just gotta get to putting them back on. Yeah, buddy. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So we got the fuel lines on. Got them hooked up. I am just hooking the brackets up. So we did this one, which runs up to transfer pump. This is me and my dad. We was debating whether to replace this one or not. This one we replaced, which runs back to the tank. This one has been replaced before, which has the return, so I really wasn't concerned about it. But this here is the one that runs up to here. We was thinking about replacing. We replaced, that one's new from the tank up to the splitter, same as on the other side. So I am, like I say, just in the process of hooking or putting all the brackets, these little aggravating bastards, back in, so everything will be snug and not moving around. My dad's got the W9 over there. Ain't been crunk up in a while. And this is all the diesel that I drained out of the, which is really nothing wrong with. It's good diesel. Come to find out, I said I really didn't see no trash come out of my tanks, but we'll use it for something. Light a fire with it or whatever. But I got a truck. He's coming. He's gonna fill me up, and I'll be ready to go. So if most of y'all not familiar with semi trucks and whatnot, I don't know, fuel systems, but usually every truck, whether it's gravity fed or from the bottom or the fuel gets drawn out of the top, you're gonna have returns, and every truck will have a T to evenly distribute the fuel back to your tanks. Because if it wasn't for this, one tank, driver side or passenger side, will fill up more than the other side and it will run over. So this little valve, how it works inside, I don't know, never really took one apart, but it distributes the fuel back to the tank so they can fill up evenly. Well, this one, which I've replaced it before, I don't know, for some reason it was leaking fuel right here where it's put together. I noticed when I got under there doing the fuel lines, it was kind of damp under there. So when I got it all back together and fired up, I crawled under there, see what I saw, and yeah, it was leaking. right along the seam. You could wipe it and it'll slowly get wet and run down and drip down. So we replacing it. Had one here, so I got my fittings in the new one, and we are going to slide under there and put it back, and we will be done with this. And got to doing the maintenance on my trailer, and I noticed that the front axle, both wheel seals are leaking. So we're gonna have that to fix. I thought I was gonna get ready to go back to work, but I guess not. All right, we got it mounted back up there. Now we just gotta hook our 3 lines, 1, 2, and 3. And this line and that line are the ones that we replaced coming from the tank. And that line goes to the engine, which are mounted on the backside, which we put new bolts in there. But yep, we hopefully should be good on the fuel issues now. Hopefully so. As you can hear, the truck is running. Getting paid or being sponsored or nothing. I'm just giving my 2 cents. Fooling with these little brackets and whatnot on these fuel lines, man, this little bad boy has been a lifesaver. Yes, it's a Makita, but it's a 3/8. Love it. You know, it gets in there. I mean, it's a little longer than what I would like. You know, if it was a little more compact, it would work even better. Which Milwaukee, they may make one, but I don't have it. I have a bunch of Milwaukee stuff, but this one right here, this is what they had at the time when I was buying stuff. So if you do not have one of these, get it, because it'll save yourself. Definitely save me. But figured I would throw that little plug in there. We are done with the truck. Now we are on to the trailer. Got it jacked up, fixing to, I'm on the other side getting those lug nut covers off. And we're going to get these wheels off and the drum off and pull that hub off and fix those wheel seals. I called the company and they was like, well, hey, if you can, you know, fix it, go ahead. You know, we'll buy the parts and everything. And I said, all right. I mean, they'll take care of me. I'm not worried about that. But we're going to get it done. We just got to get at least one side off so I know what seal number I need to go get. Or I may have it here. But that's what we're doing. Got the new seal is in. Had this old rinky-dink old seal. We're going back with some National good seals. So I'm gonna get this side back together, and we got a new set of shoes to go on there too. I ain't gotta worry about cleaning them up. We'll be good to go. So we're gonna get this oil cleaned up off of the axle, and we'll put the new hub on now.
Pick all that excess off of there. You want me to get a bucket of gas?
No, I'll spray it, and then I'll get it all off of there. When I spray it, it'll come off.
I like to use gas.
I know. Slowly but surely we getting it. I hate this time change even more because when you're out here working, it gets dark so early. But we about to get it knocked out. Cleaning it up. Got the seal in that one already. We'll throw it on there, get the brakes on there, get them adjusted, and fill it up with dope. And we can call it a day. Only other thing left to do is to get a truck and trailer wash somewhere or another. I don't feel like washing it myself. It's been too much. But when this had to be leaking from day one when I picked it up, because I took that lock nut off on the outside, and that inside nut I spun it off with my fingers. Shouldn't have been that loose. So probably one of those Friday bills, or right after the holiday, didn't care, just throwed it together, wasn't set and torqued right. Been leaking from day one. Sucks. They're brand new trailer. You got axle seals leaking. Back's just fine. But this ain't gonna be brand new when we get done with it. My dad putting the Ugga Duggers. We got this bad boy done. Just these brakes. And I can go home and get to work tomorrow. Well, we got everything done. We are headed to the house. Thank goodness the work day is over with. Boy, the joys of being an owner operator, you know, it's not just holding the steering wheel, delivering loads, riding a pretty ride, nice ride or whatever. All of it takes work, and you got to have the motivation to get up out of bed and get it done. This day and time, you got to save money where you can, you know, doing stuff yourself. Me and my dad, we try to do majority of our stuff ourselves, as far as changing tires, doing brakes, wheel seals, you know, servicing the truck, you name it, you know, especially like small stuff, we try to do it ourselves. You know, you want to call it pinching pennies or whatever, hey, I'm saving it where I can. easily could have took it to somebody and had them to change those fuel lines for me, but I took them off and had somebody to make some new ones and put them back on. Saved me a little bit of money. As far as like I said earlier, I could have, I called them. They could have been like, hey, yeah, just go on and take it to a shop. But they trust me. They know me. So it was like, hey, if you don't mind, could you? Do you want to? I'm like, sure. I know it'll get done right. I'm confident in my work, confident in my dad's work. We've been doing this long enough that we can do that. Now I have no issues, so that speaks volumes for them that they trust me to work on their equipment. See what they're gonna have for me. I know they either said back out to Oklahoma or maybe over to Texas. We'll see what they got. But we back and rolling. That's the main thing. Back in the saddle. Now I'm gonna go home and I think we eat taco boats for dinner tonight. So we're gonna have taco boats for dinner. Kick back and relax and rest and enjoy the evening with the family. We'll be more than likely gone all week. Maybe gone the weekend. We'll see. We shall see. But yep, I'm gonna ride on to the house. I'm not gonna ramble no more. But yeah, we got it all tackled. And I did end up replacing that one fuel line that came from the filter housing up towards the motor, that short one that I said that was the only one that hadn't been replaced. Everything else was getting replaced. So I did go on and take that one off and get it replaced too. So they're all new. The only other one that's not new, and I looked at it, and I'm more than likely will have to get it from Cat because it's got a like a 45-degree elbow on it, was coming off the fuel filter housing up towards the head. So that that supply. I may see what they could get that one for me for. Pretty sure it's gonna be expensive as I don't know what, because it's Cat. But we'll see. Yep. Alright. We're gonna wrap it up and we'll see y'all in a bit. What's up, peoples? I didn't film when I got loaded. I kind of slipped my mind. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But we are making tracks. Truck seems to be running pretty good. My speedometer is trying to crap out on me. It'll be bouncing around every now and then. But yeah, the truck seems to be running pretty good. After those fuel lines were replaced, we're gonna give it a bit and see, keep an eye on our fuel filter, see where it's gonna be sitting at. Right now it's good. Like I said, the truck's running good. Seems to be running better. So could just be in my mind, but I mean, it's like it's running better, performing better. But my main thing was my intervals between changing that fuel filter. So we see if it's increased or still the same. Hopefully it's increased and I can get back to, changing my fuel filter every oil change. Or, usually sometimes you may get over some bad fuel, you may have to change it in between, but going through 5 or 6 fuel filters excessive. But anyways, figured I'd give y'all an update on how it's performing. We're just gonna keep making tracks. What it do, folks? How y'all doing? We are on said site on said day, doing what we do. Yes, we are. You know, we don't play around. Get the job did and get the money in the bank. Such a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Such a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Boy, it is nice out here today. Imagine it's colder at home than it is out here. And you would think it would be the opposite.